MrBeast might change the course of crypto forever. In this video, we're going over how long MrBeast has invested in crypto, what he's investing in, and why it matters, and more. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name's Ben. I made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm a full-time trader, and I want to teach you guys everything that I know. Let's go. MrBeast is one of the smartest guys on the planet and knows all the ins and outs of YouTube, and has become one of not only the biggest YouTubers, but also successful businessmen on the planet. I've been watching a lot of interviews with him recently and learning from him, and one of the ones that I came across recently with Logan Paul on Impulsive, where he talked about crypto. So I'm gonna play a little clip of it at about 33 minutes and 50 seconds when he starts talking about crypto.
Like any of your business stuff, like and even like I know you're big into crypto.
Yeah, crypto's been killing it, man.
Especially for you.
Agreed. I mean, you've been doing pretty well as well.
Yeah. Well, I I like the space. I remember you called me maybe like 8 months ago, and you're like, yeah, just put $1.5 million into Bitcoin. I'm pretty excited about it. To see where it goes.
I'll show you my portfolio after this. But so me and Logan both bought punks. You guys have probably seen on his Twitter.
So according to this clip, we know that MrBeast has bought about 1.5 million worth of Bitcoin 8 months ago. We don't know if he has been buying before then or since, but we could probably assume so. And I read an article about how he actually has been investing in Bitcoin since 2017, titled "YouTuber Reveals How MrBeast Actually Made His Fortune from Bitcoin." There was a podcast with him on Keemstar's podcast, Mom's Basement, and it was from about a year ago, and he does an interview and he talks about how when his old house was broken into, he had lost some Bitcoin and managed to recover it and move it to a different wallet. So I wanted to do some digging, and I wanted to go look for that. And then it also later in this article mentions how he has a Reddit account where he talks about crypto from years ago. First, I'm gonna play this little clip from the podcast just so that you guys can hear.
Lost Bitcoin one time, right? Like somebody stole a bunch of Bitcoin. Whatever came of that?
Yeah. Well, I just had a private key written down, and I just recovered it and moved it to a different wallet. But yeah, we were filming a video. I mean, this was years ago, so I don't even remember what it was.
So basically in this, he talks about how he lost Bitcoin, and he said it was years ago. And then a little bit later, about 20 seconds later, he mentions that it was when he was a teenager. So about like 17 or 18 or 19. That just shows that he's actually been in crypto a lot longer. And then I went through his Reddit accounts or his Reddit posts, and this is one of them. And this was from 4 years ago. And you can even see it was Monday, July 3rd, 2017. So a little bit around the time where I started to get into crypto. He was just like, I've lost tens of thousands of dollars gambling crypto and I regret it. And this side alone, I've lost 15,000. And then he said, I gambled 10 Ethereum on a coin flip and lost, and I haven't gambled since. 10 Ethereum, at the time of this, it was probably a couple $1,000, but now it's like $30,000. And then here in another post, he's talking about, this was even a little bit earlier. This was in June of 2017. So he's talking about KuCoin, and he said he bought 1 million of it and stored it offline, plan on forgetting about it till it reaches $1, lol. So you might be thinking like, how do you know this is MrBeast? I'm a YouTuber with a decent income. Right there, plain as day, showing that he is making a good income with YouTube. So it's pretty cool because just looking through all this, you can see that he's actually been in Bitcoin a lot longer than people think. So like middle of 2017, and I've even seen things like saying that he had made a lot of money, and that's how he got started with YouTube. He was able to sell some of those Bitcoins. Maybe he even sold at the end of 2017 and put some of that money into YouTube to better his videos, to add more cameras or more people. In my opinion, I think he's been buying ever since, and every so often for years, and has done well with it. Now, you may be thinking, why is this so important? It's because he understands how big it will be in the future of crypto. In one of the posts from 4 years ago, he mentions that the more he researched crypto, the more he could see it playing a big part in the way the world works. So right here, he's like, I'm super biased because of my love for crypto. I see how it can play a huge role in the way that our world works. So this was literally 4 years ago in June of 2017. And now you can see how much more crypto has been adopted. He understood the importance of getting in early and like really understood the potential that it could be. And then later in this podcast with Logan Paul, they talk a little bit about NFTs and how they got in early. Basically what they're talking about is Gary Vee called them and said, you gotta get on this call with a bunch of other billionaires and rich people. So I'll just play this clip.
We're all just like, are you sure, Gary? And we're asking questions, and he's like, just buy it. I was just so pulled by his like conviction.
Yeah.
That I bought a bunch.
Wait.
Yeah, I bought quite a few.
How many?
I don't want to say, but I bought multiple ones. Yeah.
Well, bro, are you in double digits, punks? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
cool. Imagine he just said 60.
No.
Three zombies.
I bought like 8 of them, and they did pretty good.
And any zingers? Any like real special
yeah,
ones?
I had some that like whatever 20, 30x.
What's a
We bought a lot with like the cigarettes because I thought that was an interesting attribute, and those did pretty well.
So listening to this, Jimmy really knows like how to invest, and he sold for profits at 20, 30x and made a lot of gains. And that's why I'm sure he did the same thing back in 2017. And he knew how to take profits and has done extremely well with it. Now, one of the biggest things that MrBeast understands, he's always reinvesting his profits to better his content. And the same goes with trading. You have to reinvest every time you make trades, knowing that your portfolio will grow bigger and faster each time you do that. And basically, that's the whole reason I started my channel and have invested so much into it. I understood that reinvesting and consistently seeking to improve and be better would help me grow. That's my biggest advice. You gotta learn how to spend money to make you more money. I've spent thousands of dollars on courses for trading, YouTube, because I understood that I'm spending a few $100 or whatever it is to take all this knowledge and time from these people that have learned over the years. That will put me months and even years ahead of where I could be for just a couple $100 or $1,000 and I'll spend it every single time. I've invested about $30,000 into this channel to pay my editor. Side note, if I didn't do this and I tried to learn editing on my own, it would take me years to get to the point where he's at right now. And I also pay my website designer and marketer to constantly improve and add things to my site and scale the business. I spent thousands of dollars on gear and just bought this new teleprompter, and I want to buy more lights, and I've taken like 5 different YouTube courses, and I'll probably take 10 to 20 more just to take knowledge away from others. And even if I just learn one thing that improves my channel and business, it's 1,000,000% worth it. Man, if MrBeast made a YouTube course, and even if it cost like $5 grand, I would buy it right now, because I know how much he knows and understands YouTube, that it would make me so much more than $5 grand from all that I learned from him. So MrBeast, if you ever see this, make a YouTube course and I'll be your first customer. This is part of why I created my own trading course and why I charge for it. I've taught people for free. I see these people I give it to for free just waste their time and not use it and apply it. That's why I charge for it. I want to teach the people that I know will apply it and take advantage of all this information. When you pay for something, you're committed and you're gonna put in so much more effort than you would if you got it for free. Now, MrBeast just did a sponsored video with Coinbase just a few videos ago, and it was incredible for the crypto space. So there's an article about it. Coinbase bets big with MrBeast partnership. In this article, it mentions how Coinbase just recently started using influencers to promote them. MrBeast was the first one. It reads, Coinbase is going all in on influencer marketing, and it's kicking things off by sponsoring MrBeast's latest video. Overall, partnership with Donaldson is a sizable investment in the creator space and is Coinbase's first major step into influencer marketing. We don't know how many signups Donaldson's video may have prompted and will continue to prompt, but on just the eyeballs front, the deal seems to be working out. The CoinBeast upload has more than 25 million views so far. Just think about all the new people MrBeast will reach and educate them on crypto and bring them some basic knowledge. It is going to change the course of crypto because of the influence, and this will not be the only video we see by him sponsored from Coinbase. When I first watched this MrBeast video and saw it was sponsored by Coinbase, I got so excited and I had to share it with all my crypto friends. We will see the effect that this has in the space in the months and years to come. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like down below and also comment MrBeast if you made it this far in the video. And go check out my video right here on how you can retire on cryptos. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.